We live in a society that's really good at deciding which risks are worth worrying about and which ones we're just going to look the other way on. That inconsistency is worth talking about. When it comes to cannabis, the mental health conversation is front and center, and that's fair because nuance matters. Research does suggest that heavy early onset use can carry real risks, especially for adolescents, and that's worth knowing about. But here's what we rarely hear in the same breath. Ultra-processed foods, the ones filling most grocery store shelves, are now directly linked in peer-reviewed research to a 53% higher likelihood of anxiety symptoms and a 22% increased risk of depression. Also, neuroinflammation disrupted dopamine and serotonin signaling. Trans fats, they're linked to depression. Excess added sugar, that's associated with common mental disorders in large-scale longitudinal studies. High-fructose diets are connected to hippocampal damage and blood-brain barrier breakdown. These aren't fringe findings. This is published science from the National Institutes of Health, from Lancet, and from Frontiers in Nutrition. So why is one of these things subject to heavy regulation, social stigma, and constant scrutiny, while the other is marketed to children at eye level in every grocery store in America? This is what we call selective risk aversion. We're not actually managing harm, we're managing what harm we've decided is culturally acceptable. Normalized harm is still harm, but we've just stopped seeing it. There's also a funding gap. Cannabis research has faced decades of legal and bureaucratic barriers. Schedule I classification made rigorous studies nearly impossible for years. Meanwhile, the mental health consequences of a dietary system built on ultra-processed foods have received a fraction of the public attention. The science is catching up, but the conversation hasn't. We're not saying cannabis is without nuance. We believe in informed adult choice and honest, full-picture conversations. What we're asking is, let's apply that same rigor everywhere. Let's be consistent about which risks we take seriously, and let's make space for a more honest dialogue about what actually affects human well-being. Thank you for listening. You can learn more at SiskiyouSungrown.com, SiskiyouSungrownCBD.com, or our YouTube channel, The Feel Better Show.